Hey everybody, I am so excited because after so much work, the Corset database is finally launched and live. I'm really excited to show you, so I'm going to give you a really quick tutorial on how it works, and then at the end of the video, I'll tell you more about the celebratory giveaway. So here's the front page, and there's a slider where you can go across and get more information. If you scroll down here, there are little icons. You can explore the database, find your corset size and measurements. You can give your input here, or you can go to the Corset Maker map if you want a custom corset and you're not interested in the standard size corsets. This database focuses mostly on the standard size corsets. So if I press on database, which does the same thing as the magnifying glass below, you will get to explore all of the options here. So there are 113 standard size corsets from both off-the-rack companies and independent corset makers. So if you want off-the-rack, you choose this. If you want ready-to-wear from independent corset makers, then you choose this one. Now, I'm not going to say that this site is finished per se because it's going to be an ongoing project. I'm just going to continually update it over time. And if a corset maker or brand happens to go on hiatus or stop making corsets, those corsets will probably be removed. And if new makers pop up or more popular and interesting corset styles are released, then I'll add those ones in later on. So off-the-rack brands will always have black corsets, while most ready-to-wear higher-end corsets are shown in colors, as you can see here. So you can see at a glance which is which without having to click on them. So why I decided to do this is, first of all, many ready-to-wear corsets, they don't have product photos with just black corsets, so there is that. But also, ready-to-wear corsets almost always offer extra customization. So if you want a different color or even upgrade to custom sizes, you can. Whereas that's not always possible with the off-the-rack corsets. So you can scroll through the pages if you like, or you can apply filters to the right-hand side here. But before I get to the filters, let's click on Corset Size and Measurements page. So you'll see a video tutorial here on how to take your basic measurements, your underbust, waist, and your high hip circumference measurements, as well as your vertical torso length when you're sitting down. And I already have my measurements memorized, and actually you can see them in the preview of this video. So after you've taken your measurements, below the videos you will see a general guideline on how many inches you can reduce your waist by in a corset, depending on your squishability or your experience level. Of course, use your own discretion here. And continuing to scroll down, here is the calculator. So I'm going to input my rib cage measurement, my waist measurement. This is my natural waist, not my corseted waist. My high hip measurement, actually I'm about 33.5. I'm gonna round up to 34 because it's more comfortable on me than 33 inches. And my low hip measurement here. And let's say that I'm new to corseting and I think I want a size 24 corset. So I choose 24 here, and you can see first of all, it shows you how many inches you will reduce your waist by. So if I choose a size 24 corset, it's going to reduce by 4 inches. If I choose a size 22 corset, it will reduce my waist by 6 inches here. So let's go back to 4 inches. And continuing to scroll down, you'll see that it tells you my needed rib spring, high hip spring, and low hip spring. So now let's take these figures and put them in the filters in the sidebar here. I want my torso length to be anywhere between 9 and 10 inches in length. And since I'm looking for an underbust only, I'm not going to set a bust spring. And let's say that I want a short hip corset, so I'm not going to add any low hip measurement either. I'm not going to utilize that low hip measurement. But I do need a rib spring, and it said that my rib spring should be 6 inches. Now I know that I personally squish upwards. That means that when I cinch down my waist, a lot of my flesh distributes upwards, and my rib cage measurement in a corset is often bigger than my natural rib cage measurement. So I'm going to give a range between 6 inches and 7 inches because a little bit of extra space at the top edge is good to prevent muffin top, at least in my body. And now for the high hip spring, it said 10 inches, and I'm going to, let's say that anywhere between 10 and 11 is fine for me. Now let's set some other parameters as well. So if we go up here, I want an underbust corset, and I don't want any corset that's straight across, but pointed and round is fine. And for the bottom edge here, let's say also pointed and round is fine. I don't want any straight across there. And how about the silhouette? Let's say that I want a conical rib or gently rounded. So let's see what we get. All right, so we got 6 products here, plus that one, which pretty much always shows up. And so we can, if we want to, put even more filters. So if we wanted to arrange the price so that we spend a maximum of $200, we can do that. If you wanted only off the rack or only ready to wear, you can choose that. Or you can choose different hip features if you want to. For instance, hip ties or no hip ties, you can do that as well. Now, if you want more information about the corset, then click on the photo here. Don't click on this, because if you click on this, it's going to redirect you to Isabella Corsetry's actual website. So if you want more stats and information about the corset, then just click on the photo and scroll down here. You'll see whether I've reviewed it or not, and you'll see that I have in this case. There's my amazing Photoshop skills. And if you scroll down even more, this is the part that took the longest, setting all of these attributions for every single corset. So you can see all of these stats at a glance, whether it's overbust or underbust, what body type, shape of the top and bottom edges, how heavy or thick or rigid the corset is, what type of silhouette it has, the rib spring, the hip spring, all the hip features, where the corset is sold, what special sizes there are. In the case of extended or special sizes, it's anything size 18 or below, or anything size 40 or above. So if you are very petite or if you are plus size, you can actually filter the corsets based on those special sizes. And most other brands carry between size 20 to 38. And even the type of use, whether you can wear every day or whether you can only occasionally tight lacing it, or if you even only want it for fashion purposes, it tells you that as well. And I guess this is probably the most subjective part. So if you scroll down even more, here's some visually similar corsets of different brands. And if we scroll back up, here is also an area where if any of you have tried this corset, you can leave your own review as well. So there's no review this, but you can put your rating, you can leave your review, and I would like the reviews to be as valuable as possible. So this is what I liked about the corset and the customer service. This is what I did not like about the corset and the customer service. And if enough people give reviews for hopefully most or all the different corsets on this site, it will be kind of like, I don't know, kind of like the Amazon of corsets. You know, you'll be able to see a lot of different reviews and compare and contrast at a glance. So scrolling back up here, if you say, yes, this is the corset that I want to buy, this is the corset that matches my measurements and all of my parameters. And so if you say visit shop here, it will redirect you to Isabella Corsetry's shop. So you'll see that the database is not a shop per se. There's nothing sold directly on this site, but it will redirect you to the shop where you can purchase it and you can find out more. And you can contact the individual maker if you have more questions. So this is how the corset database works. If there's anything you don't understand, there's a glossary here where you can, this is all of the different definitions and what they mean. So please do try it out and let me know how you like it. If there are any suggestions, then click this Your Input page, or on the front page here, you can also find it in How to Contribute right there. So if you click here, it will actually give you a place for commenting, or you can just email me directly if you want to discuss something private. You can give me any suggestions for improvement, or if you'd like to see certain brands and products added, whether you are a customer of that brand or whether you are actually the brand owner. It doesn't really matter. Send me an email and I will get back to you, because I really want to keep this website growing. And to celebrate the launch of the Corset database, for the first week only, I am holding a giveaway. So when you go onto the website, just click this giveaway page here and it will open a new window for you. You can fill in all of your information in this Google form here. And after you apply your own filters to the database, take the URL and paste it down in here. And that will automatically redirect me to the filters that you chose. So that way I can see your parameters and what the corset database selected for you. One lucky winner is going to receive the corset of their choice, and that is any corset, any brand in the database valued at $150 US or less. The contest will remain open until midnight on March 15th, and I will be announcing the winner on March 16th. Thank you guys for believing in me and supporting me over these years and helping to make the Corset database a reality. I'm really excited for you guys to try it out. Good luck to all of the contestants if you choose to enter the contest, and I will be seeing you next week.